Yo, what's good, boys? So in this video, I'm going to be basically talking about how I built a brand new agency with my boy Max and scaled it to around 15.3K in the first month of me working with him. And when I say he went from literally 0 to 15.3K in a single month, I'm not talking like, oh, he's working with me for months and then it just happened. No, this guy quit his fucking job and met me basically at the start of December. It was actually kind of crazy. I knew him beforehand for a little bit, like we were texting back and forth, and then he actually decided to just say, fuck it, I'm gonna work with you. We started working together and we got his agency off the ground, and within, I believe it was like, 25 days, made 15.3K. He quit his job too. Crazy ass fucking story. But besides that, yeah, I'm basically gonna be showing you guys this in this video. This video is insanely fucking important. It will literally show you why you're not making any money with your agency and how to basically start making some sort of money. This guy closed 5 fucking K in the first week, by the way, of starting shit up. And most of you guys have been sitting here for 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, 9 months, maybe even a year, not making any sort of fucking progress or any sort of cash. So yeah, I'm just gonna explain why that's happening to you, how to make more cash with your fucking agency, and how to basically scale up instantly, quickly. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the video. So basically, how the fuck did this guy make 15.3K in 2 weeks of starting his agency? Well, most of you guys are sitting here not making any fucking money at all. So first thing I'm gonna tell you guys, this guy picked an amazing niche, all right? Most of you guys are fucking in these weird ass niches. I was talking to a dude, I don't know if credit repair works. He was just telling me he's in credit repair. I have no idea what the fuck that is. You guys just need to find something that works and that you know works, right? So don't get into these weird little niches that no one's ever heard about. Just get into something that you know works. Everyone's heard of car detailers, right? Everyone's heard of contractors. Everyone's heard of, real estate. Those are all fucking amazing niches to get into, right? Even general contracting, roofing, all these other niches are amazing, right? This guy just literally chose general contractors. Why? Because there's a fuck ton of them in the US, and on top of that, they can afford to spend 5, 6K on a service like this, especially when there's a contractual agreement as well. So basically, this is my boy Max, all right? It's crazy. Months ago, when I had no money and I was broke as fuck, I was actually texting him for advice and shit, because I was just like, yo, like I see you're doing this all online money thing, and he was actually in Colombia working for Elon at the time of him actually starting to work with me, which is at the beginning of December. So I knew this guy for, a little bit. I was texting with him back and forth. How's Colombia? How's traveling? All this shit. And he worked a remote job, basically just working with Elon, helping them build up fucking, what was it, Skylink or Starlink? Yeah, Starlink it is. But yeah, no, super cool guy. This is his Instagram and everything, sick ass dude. And we started working together, and within the first 3 days, he made 5 fucking thousand. How did this happen? How did my boy Max make 5 grand in the first 3 days? And that's what I'm going to be explaining to you right now. So the first thing, and this is the bare fundamentals of everything. Before working with Max, I already had a kind of idea that this guy was a high-frequency individual. Everything I will be telling you in this fucking video, if you guys are not a high-frequency individual, if you do not do high-frequency activities, right? If you do low-frequency shit, everything I'm going to tell you in this video will not fucking apply, right? I tell this to my one-on-one guys all the time. I can give you the exact system, the exact scripts, everything you need to scale, and if you still do low-frequency activities, it will not work. Everything will fall apart. Genuinely, it's weird, right? The universe will just act against you. I know most of you guys watching this video probably had bad luck streaks, right? Just weird shit happening out of nowhere that just isn't good, right? There's a reason for that, and that's because you're having low-frequency thoughts, and you're doing low-frequency activities, all right? This guy was already an extremely high-frequency individual. Max, if you're watching this, you're the fucking man. I'm just going to tell you that, right? You were already a high-frequency individual when I first started working with you. Now, basically, this dude was already eating clean as fuck, meditating every day, doing all the right mindset shit, right? All we needed was the right system, the right amount of volume, the right type of volume, right? So we basically figured out what type of volume does his niche respond to the most, right? And for us, that was text messages, okay? So what we started doing, immediately, we basically said, fuck it. We're going to rip volume crazily, right? And this is the only thing we're going to focus on, right? We are going to rip as much fucking volume immediately. So within the first day, all right, we set up Max's Go High Level in a way where it was able to send out 2,000 messages per day on the first fucking day, right? Now that's a lot of volume. Most people will be sending out 500, 600. Fuck that. All right? We needed 2,000 immediately, right? The 2,000 messages per day that we were sending out resulted in around, I believe it was like 10 to 8 appointments per day, and he still had messages to get to the day after because it was so much volume, right? And he was doing this all himself. The setting, all himself, right? He was setting all of these warm replies that were coming back from these messages as well. Now, obviously, we do need to outsource this, and that's what we're also doing currently, is we're kind of building up a whole team of people, but he did this himself. In the first 3 days, ripped so much fucking outreach, right? And he literally just didn't give a fuck. He just charged however much he wanted to as well. Most of you guys are charging low ticket prices because you think you can only sell low ticket prices. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that fucking crazy? For one, when you charge low ticket, you get low ticket people. You get low quality people, right? You want to charge high ticket. When people spend more money, they associate more value with your product / service, right? They're going to give more of a shit about it, right? So that's why Max was like, fuck it, I'm just going to charge 5K right off the rip, immediately. And bro started charging 5K and then closed a 5K PIF. Paid in full, by the way. No split payment, paid in fucking full in the 3rd day of ripping this type of volume, right? When you guys have the right type of volume and you have the right type of frequency, right? You will fucking print, all right? I'm telling you this right now. If you do everything Max did, but you jerked off and you ate fucking hot chips every day or some bullshit, right? Every single day, and you thought negatively every day, you would lose, actually. You would literally lose. It wouldn't matter. This wouldn't fucking matter. I can guarantee that, right? It wouldn't matter at all. You would still lose, right? Because subconsciously as well, you are going to perform lower, especially on the sales calls if you're having a low frequency, right? You're going to act kind of like a little bitch, you know? And you don't want that, right? High testosterone guys actually have a higher frequency in fucking general, right? Because they're doing high frequency activities constantly. Gymming, eating good, getting good sunlight, you know. So there's always a correlation between everything. So high testosterone, high frequency, they're fucking amazing. But basically, I gotta just tell you guys right now, if you guys don't do the frequency shit, if you guys don't understand that, you know, you are doing low frequency activities when you're jerking off or eating bad food, you're not gonna make any fucking money with this, right? So basically, we rip volume. He makes $5,000, right? Pretty cool, but that's not kind of how everything went, right? Most people would be like, oh, holy shit, $5,000, let's fucking go. Max actually started having some doubts for some odd reason. After the 5K hit, can I fulfill for this client? You know, am I doing the right thing? Is this sustainable? You know, these thoughts just started flying out of nowhere, right? Even though his environment is perfect and the frequency that he was emitting into the, you know, space around him was amazing, right? He still started getting negative thoughts. Now, this is the one thing that is stopping most of you guys is literally your mind, right? Now, obviously, there were some, you know, negative frequency things popping up in his environment and were causing these thoughts. Every time you have doubts, guys, I got to tell you this. It is something in your environment programming you to have these doubts. Once I told him this, and I told him, look, these doubts are being programmed from something in your environment. It's an environmental factor that's programming your mind to think this way. You got to understand this isn't you, this is something in your environment. So we need to cut something out of your environment to stop thinking this way, or we need to reprogram your mind to think positively no matter what. And we need to blast your mind with positive frequencies, literally like actual frequencies as well. So we started doing that, and I'm telling you guys, your mind is holding you back from so many things. If he gave up here, right? If he quit at this fucking specific moment in time, this would have not happened. It would have never happened, all right? Because I believe this was like a week and a half after. Crazy. And so he basically, I'll actually just explain what happened. He closed another 5K PIF, and then I believe it was 2 days in a row, he made 2.5K, so it was the 5K split in half. So he got basically 2 half payments, and then he got a $300 deposit for another 5K payment as well on a sales call. So yeah, no, basically the only reason this happened is because he didn't give up here. And most of you guys, even when you make a little bit of money, I even talk to people where this happens, you know, you'll make a little bit. You'll make like 5, 3K, 2K, and then your mind is going to start trying to trick you. Oh, hell yeah, I just made enough money for like the whole month. I don't really need to make more. Sometimes people will get complacent. Sometimes people will get doubts, right? Money affects the way you think very, very, very weirdly, right? But the biggest thing that I'm going to tell most of you guys is you need to understand that 5, 10K, 3K, it's fucking nothing. People make that every day. Literally every day. And this is something that I'm doing with myself as well. I'm starting to think and fully believe 100% that the money that I'm making is fucking nothing. It's pennies, all right? 60 grand per month is shit, genuinely. There are people out there that actually make that per day. I met one of them actually in Dubai. I met a guy making around $60,000 to $50,000 per fucking day in Dubai. So that means the money that I'm making is bullshit, right? So this is also another thing that I told Max as well. The 5K that you made is pennies, right? And I believe you already kind of understood that, but I really was telling him it's pennies, it's pennies, it's pennies. People make that every day. You're about to make that every day, right? We need to make this a standard. We need to make this a daily occurrence, a weekly occurrence, no matter what. This is your fun, like this is literally bedrock here, right? This is your ground fucking floor, right? So this 5K per day, this is the ground floor, right? We need to make it 10K. We need to make 10K the new floor, right? So that's basically what we did, and all because he didn't give up, and we started reprogramming his mind with the highest of frequencies. He hit the 15.3K, right? This is also because we fixed this. So obviously within the first day, appointment setting was completely fucking demolished, right? He was sending so much volume, the amount of appointments, it was just gonna happen. You know, it's just bound to happen. Now, the second thing that we fixed was show up rate, right? This guy had made an amazing VSL. I gotta give props to you, Max. Nice ass VSL that you made, you know? And then we basically just integrated my workflows with the VSL and it fucking just printed, right? All we did was the VSL. We basically had him hire out and outsource people that would also text and call these people every single time they would book an appointment with him. So he wouldn't have to text and call them 5 minutes before. So we outsourced that a little bit as well. And besides that, that's really all we did for show up rate. The amount of volume we were doing here, I mean, you could have like a 30% show up rate and still scale. 50% show up rate and still scale, right? So those are the only things we really did the show up rate. Ripping this amount of fucking volume every single day, day after day. Especially since we were able to do this the first day, which was fucking amazing, it just skyrocketed the amount of just pure fucking appointments immediately. So yeah, sales-wise, this guy had a very simple sales process. If you guys have watched my YouTube before, you can see kind of my sales process and how I kind of do things. I kind of just hop on the call and don't really give a fuck about anything, and I'm not really very meticulous about very, very small things on sales calls. I just get through it quickly, and that's exactly what he did. He didn't give a single fuck on the sales call. He acted chill, he acted nonchalant, he didn't really take it that seriously. Most of you guys are actually taking your sales calls way too fucking seriously. You're probably in a room, perfect like atmosphere. This man was, you know, he's literally in Colombia right now. Taking sales calls at the mall, taking sales calls on his nice ass balcony, you know, birds chirping, you know, just in public places. It doesn't matter. You know, he was super chill, super nonchalant. He acted himself on the sales call. Most of you guys try to become someone else when you're on a sales call. Do you guys think that when I'm on a sales call, I act differently than how I'm acting now? I don't give a single fuck. I do what I want, right? And that's also another thing. You guys, this is the last thing Max didn't really give a fuck about. Stop being gay, all right? You don't need to be this Laurel Piana, perfect straight edge agency owner to make money. You just got to do the right shit and have the right amount of value or right amount of volume. That's literally it. Stop being fucking gay, okay? This equals gay, in my opinion. I don't give a single fuck, all right? The only thing that matters is having a high frequency and doing the right things, right? I talk to so many fucking agency owners that act like being like, you need to be this perfect straight edge fucking dude, this posh ass dude. It does not fucking matter. All right? Stop being a faggot and just get to work and do the right shit. Literally, that's all that matters, okay? So, that is also what Max did. But basically, he didn't give a single fuck on his sales calls at all. A single fuck. So, yeah. And then when it comes down to service delivery, I'm taking care of that for him. I'm literally going to hop on a call and show him exactly how to run these ads for these contractors. I've done it actually before in the past in multiple various niches. I even got this one dude in tree removal. Yeah, tree removal. $5 leads. So my shit is working for multiple different niches. So that's what I'm gonna do service delivery wise for him. But basically, this is everything that Max did, right? And if you copy what Max did, you know, you could even use a different type of outreach as well that correlates with your niche a little better. Some people actually reply to emails better, DMs better, some text messages better. But if you guys do the right type of volume and you emit the right type of frequency, right? And when you make a little bit of money, when you close someone on like $700, $1,000, you don't slow down and you do the same amount of volume you did the day before, the next day, you're gonna grow no matter what, right? And we're actually pushing this limit up every day. We want more and more and more messages going out every single fucking day, because you know what that means? More appointments. All you guys need to do is literally reverse engineer some math as well. And then you'll understand, okay, this is how many appointments it's gonna take me to make this much money per month. How do I get this many appointments? How much outreach do I need to do? What type of specific outreach do I need to do to get this many appointments? Okay, now I have this many appointments. How do I get them to fucking show up? How do I get 50% of these guys to actually show up for the meeting? All right, and then third and final thing is sales, right? You guys all know this. But basically, this is all it takes. Genuinely. Literally. Quit your job, make nearly 15 grand in a single month, or in around 2 weeks, literally. And now he understands as well that the next month, like this month, currently January, all he has to do is the same inputs as last month and he'll make the same amount of money. And he also understands if we double those inputs as last month, if we literally just 2x them, we'll make double the amount of cash. That is it. So yeah, that's how Max made 15.3K in 2 weeks. It's a little case study of how we kind of rebuilt literally a brand new agency. This is not a guy who's been working with me for months and months and months and months and then finally cracked 15K. Like, no, this guy literally, like, genuinely fucking quit his job and did this shit. So props to you, Max. I know you're probably watching this. I gotta give a good shout out to you because I gave you all the right systems and you fucking implemented them. And you're also a high frequency individual as well. So you took action on everything. So props to you, bro. But yeah, that basically concludes this video. I'm telling you guys, the only things that are really limiting you when it comes down to scaling is just the right type of volume and the right type of fucking frequency that you are emitting into your life. So yeah, that's basically it. Besides that, if you guys have any questions about Max, obviously you can shoot him a text message on Instagram. Or if you have any questions for me, agency-wise, shoot me a text message on Instagram as well, or book a call in the description, and yeah, I'll fucking hop on a call with you. But besides that, also, I gotta say, if anybody's interested in like meditation stuff, breathwork stuff, this guy is a fucking G when it comes down to that, anything spiritual as well. Super sick dude. So if you're interested in that as well, give him a follow. But yeah, that's basically it. That's the first case study video. A lot more of these to come as well. But yeah, I will talk to you guys soon, and just let me know for any sort of ideas on the next video. I'm going to be going to Cape Town very soon as well, so there's going to be a fuck ton of content on that. And then right after that, I'm going to Dubai to meet up with some one-on-one clients actually, and also some agency clients as well, because I still have a fucking agency, boys. But yeah, no, besides that, after that, Italy. So cool content there. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.